Why the passage? Among thousands of charitable organisations, why did Prince William choose this place to introduce the future king to such an experience so early in life? The answer lies in a memory that has slept for more than 3 decades. In December, London slips into a dazzling cloak of coloured lights and lavish festive cheer. Yet behind the splendour of palaces and the bustling shopping boulevards of Victoria, another reality unfolds. Quiet, reflective, and deeply human. Amid the rush of people preparing for the holidays, a modest car pulls up outside the passage. There is no red carpet, no heavy security cordons, no glittering ceremonial attire so familiar from the media. Stepping out are Prince William and his eldest son, Prince George. The appearance of the future king at one of Britain's largest homeless shelters is far more than a routine royal engagement. It carries the weight of a promise, a deliberate preparation for confronting face-to-face the most painful corners of society in the very heart of the capital. Inside, among the aroma of hot meals and weathered faces, George is not present as a distant, privileged prince, but as an 11-year-old boy, beginning to learn the meaning of empathy. The atmosphere is both warm with shared humanity and charged with emotion, created by the collision between royal prominence and the harsh reality of lives without shelter. This visit sounds the first bell of coming of age, marking the quiet emergence of a new generation. Why the passage? Among thousands of charitable organisations, why did Prince William choose this place to introduce the future king to such an experience so early in life? The answer lies in a memory that has slept for more than 3 decades. Turning back the clock to 1993, it was in these very corridors that an 11-year-old William, exactly the same age George is now, was first led inside by his mother, Princess Diana. That day, Diana broke with the rigid conventions of the royal family to teach her sons a vital truth. The world is not woven solely from silk and velvet. She wanted them to feel the pulse of real life, to confront the pain of poverty, and to understand the power of a compassionate human touch. Today, standing before the same doors, aged but bearing a renewed purpose, William seems to be doing far more than taking his son on a charitable visit. He is undertaking a journey of return, back into memory itself. Each step George takes across these tiles appears to trace the very footsteps once taken by his father and grandmother. George's presence is not merely a diplomatic gesture. It is a firm declaration that although Diana is gone, the flame of her compassion and her philosophy of raising children continues to burn brightly in the bloodline of those who will inherit the crown. Here, the spirit of the people's princess feels more tangible than ever, reflected in the curious, empathetic gaze of the grandson she never had the chance to hold. This is not just a legacy. It is a quiet rebirth of compassion. Stepping through the kitchen doors, Prince George is instantly drawn into a different world, one far removed from the hushed stillness of palaces. Here, there is only the clatter of knives on cutting boards, the hiss of boiling water, and the rich aroma of Christmas dishes filling the air. This is no ceremonial visit staged for photographs. George is given a real responsibility, helping to prepare a festive lunch for more than 150 people waiting outside. Those watching the young prince cannot hide their surprise as he swiftly slips off his tailored coat, rolls up his sleeves, and accepts an apron from the volunteers. CEO Mick Clarke is visibly impressed. George is not awkward or hesitant. Instead, he shows remarkable focus, carefully attending to each task, from arranging food portions to working in smooth coordination with the kitchen team. In George, Many see a striking reflection of Prince William himself. A hands-on approach, unafraid of getting messy, driven by purpose and accountability. Every small action reveals a lesson he has clearly been taught. That true power does not reside in a crown, but in hands willing to serve others. Amid the rising steam and the urgent rhythm of preparation, George is no longer a distant figure on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. He becomes an enthusiastic member of a volunteer family, working earnestly to ensure that no one is left behind on this meaningful day. When the final trays of steaming food are ready, George steps out of the kitchen to take on a task even more important: connection. Within the walls of the passage, barriers of class and status seem to dissolve, leaving only people in the presence of one another. George does not remain a distant observer. He moves closer, sits down, and begins genuine conversations with those experiencing homelessness. People whose lives often resemble a quiet song of loss and loneliness. The young prince listens intently, his eyes reflecting curiosity tempered with deep respect. He does not ask about statistics or figures. Instead, he asks about life, about the hardships they have endured to survive in the midst of glittering London. This is the moment when abstract lessons give way to lived experience. Stories of life without shelter, of freezing winter nights spent on the pavement, are shared directly with a future king. Empathy cannot be learned from books. It is born when one looks into the eyes of someone in need and recognizes the shared thread of humanity. Those present, witnessing George's calm demeanor and natural compassion, sense something profound. Prince William is not merely teaching his son how to give to charity. He is teaching him how to open his heart. Each gentle question and every encouraging smile transforms a Christmas lunch into a moment of healing for wounded souls, while engraving in the mind of an 11-year-old an invaluable lesson about the true power of kindness. Before this deeply emotional journey draws to a close, a symbolic event unfolds. A moment in which time itself seems to stand still inside the passage's memorial room. Prince William guides his son towards the visitor's book, a living chronicle that records the most significant footsteps in the organization's history. As George lifts the pen, the space around him falls into complete silence. All eyes settle on the time-worn page. Then, a wave of quiet astonishment spreads through the room. George signs his name directly beneath the signatures of his father and his grandmother, Princess Diana. 3 names, 3 generations, bound by the same blood and the same ideal of service, now share a single page. This is no ordinary ceremonial signature. It is an unspoken covenant with history. The gesture stands as a firm affirmation that no matter how time moves on, no matter the political shifts or the rise and fall of royal fortunes, the thread of compassion continues to be passed down, intact and unbroken. In that page, one can see Diana's painful yet radiant past, William's steady present, and George's hopeful future. The signature of an 11-year-old becomes a living bridge, closing the circle of a legacy while opening a new chapter of service for the next generation. In that very moment, it feels as though the spirit of the people's princess is smiling, knowing that the seeds she planted long ago have finally taken deep root and are now reaching upward in the heart of the grandson she so longed to meet. Prince George's visit to the passage was far more than a seasonal act of charity during Christmas. It was a powerful statement about how a future king is shaped. Prince William showed the world that modern royal education does not take place solely behind the stone walls of Buckingham Palace or within the prestigious classrooms of Eton. It happens here, amid steam rising from busy kitchens and among lives marked by hardship, where helping hands are most urgently needed. The greatest lesson George absorbed was an understanding of the true value of service. A genuine leader does not measure strength by authority, but by the ability to change the lives of those who are most vulnerable. The image of George rolling up his sleeves to work, listening to stories of pain, and signing his name to continue the legacy of his grandmother, Princess Diana, stands as the clearest proof that compassion is being passed down through generations. This is how the monarchy maintains its bond with the people, through sincerity and meaningful action, not through distant ceremony or lavish ritual. As we close this deeply moving story, we are reminded that even the smallest acts of kindness can create powerful waves of change. The legacy of Princess Diana has not faded. It is vividly alive in the eyes and hands of the next generation. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the human values at the heart of the British royal family. Stories of legacy and compassion like this hold many more layers yet to be explored. Don't miss our rare archival footage and in-depth analysis of royal life on this channel. Subscribe now and turn on notifications to be the first to watch our upcoming videos following the growth and journeys of royal family members. Your support inspires us to continue sharing stories that celebrate empathy, service, and humanity. For now, thank you, and we look forward to seeing you again in the stories ahead.